Welcome to the FPRL's Grand Prix briefing video. This short video will give you a clear understanding of what is expected of you and your fellow drivers whilst racing within the FPRL. So firstly, what do we expect from you as a certified FPRL driver? There are two main principles that we base our organisation around, and we expect those to transfer to the track via our drivers. The first is respect. Respect can be shown in many different ways, however we want you to focus on the driving side of respect. What this means is that whilst you're out on track showing everyone what you've got, you drive in a clean but competitive manner. You can do this by doing your best to avoid collisions at all times when driving. Whether that be on a qualifying lap or a last lap battle for the win, we expect a high level of control and awareness from our drivers. The second of those principles is to follow the FPRL's rules. Now whether that be on track, abiding by our racing regulations, or whilst enjoying the community and following our rules there, we expect our members and drivers to keep up to date with the rules and to stick to them. Our racing regulations have been updated for the release of F1 22, so please make sure that you've read up on the amendments before the race starts. This brings me on to my next point, voice and text chat rules surrounding a race session. We all know that racing is a highly competitive sport that brings out both the best and the worst in people. This is why we've set out some ground rules surrounding the voice and text chats within the FPRL community. Once the session has been started and you're loading in, you're now able to join your team voice chat within your respective FPRL team server. Please bear in mind that whilst you're in a race session, you're not allowed to talk to anyone from a different team. If you are found to be doing so, you and the person spoken to will be disqualified from that race and given penalty points against them. When racing, incidents can happen. We understand the frustrations that these incidents can cause. However, it is strictly prohibited for drivers to vent their frustrations in voice and text chats. If you're involved in an incident, please create an FIA incident protest and do not contact the other drivers involved. If you do, you will be timed out and given a written warning. If this happens again, your position in the community will be reconsidered. Here in the FPRL, we have developed our FIA incident protesting system. This system is fully integrated into the FPRL F1 community server and can be found here. Once you have clicked the protest button, a UI will pop up on your screen. Please type the relevant details into the fields and then paste your link to your POV evidence. This evidence should be uploaded to either YouTube or Streamable or clipped from your personal Twitch stream. And that's it! Members of our stewarding team will review your ticket and deal with your incident within 24 hours of you submitting it. If you have any questions about the FIA incident protest system, please ask a member of the team after this briefing video. I mentioned before about POVs. When racing in any FPRL race, you are required to record your screen, i.e. your POV. The reason for this is that if you're involved in an incident on track, the FIA stewards will request to see your POV. If you do not provide your POV to the stewards within the 24-hour time frame set by our racing regulations, you will receive penalty points against you. The penalty given is scaled up for repeat offenders, and if this becomes a regular occurrence, the FPRL management team will review your place within the community. You can record your POV using many different programs, however the FPRL management team recommend using one of the following: OBS, Streamlabs OBS, NVIDIA Game Capture, or Bandicam. Links to these softwares are available in the Frequently Asked Questions channel in the Welcome area of the community server. Immersive experiences are a brand new addition to F1 22. The FPRL will be integrating this new feature, so please make sure that you have a hotkey bound for these and understand how they function. This leads on to the topic of formation laps. Formation laps are a really great feature that allows the driver to prepare their car ready for the race ahead of them. With a feature like this comes some rules that we expect you to follow. Please wait for all cars in front of you to move off from their grid places before you do. This prevents any contact that could occur because of latency issues. Secondly, do not overtake or drive alongside anyone, unless a car has left the circuit and cannot return to its original position. When it comes to the end of formation lap, you will have the ability to set yourself within your grid space. This allows you to angle your car across the track to give you a better chance of beating your opponents off the line and down to turn 1. The management team fully support and want this type of racing, however please remember to respect your fellow drivers and drive within the rules whilst doing this. The FPRL has the safety car procedure enabled for its sessions, and like the formation lap, there is a set of rules to abide by whilst under safety car conditions. Firstly, overtaking is prohibited under safety car conditions, even if the car ahead of you is a ghost car driven by the AI or a car that is lapped. Secondly, side-by-side driving is strictly prohibited. If someone does go side-by-side with you before the safety car in this lap pattern is shown, this is a reportable offence. However, if a driver does overtake you under the safety car, do not try to re-overtake that car. This can cause potential collisions and you will be given a penalty by the game and by the stewards. Once the safety car in this lap banner has been shown, driving side by side is permitted, however it is the driver behind's responsibility to avoid the car ahead. If any contact occurs, this is a reportable offence and will be dealt with. Blue flags are a great safety feature in F1 22 and we expect our drivers to respect this. When the game shows you a blue flag, you are being lapped by a faster car who is now within 1.5 seconds of you. When being lapped, it is your responsibility to yield safely at the earliest opportunity without blocking. Failure to do so may result in a penalty. The most effective and safe way of yielding to lapping cars is to move off the racing line and slow to 50% of your delta pace. If you have been lapped and you are going faster than a car that has lapped you, do not attempt to unlap yourself unless it is safe to do so and doesn't hinder the car in front. The FPRL has a great team of talented and passionate commentators that stream our races live to our Twitch channel for your enjoyment. You can find the link to our Twitch channel in the FPRL broadcast channel within the community hub. Our social media pages are a great way of keeping up with everything FPRL. We post the race results, driver of the day, fastest laps and much more. So head on over to our socials channel in the welcome area and drop us a follow. The FPRL management team is very proud to say that the FPRL is sponsored by our two main partners, GoPro and Skullcandy. These companies are spearheads in their industry that could not be more inspiring for our team to push on past our goals. Our sponsors enable the FPRL to grow and gives us the platform to become even greater. The FPRL management team and staff would like to thank GoPro and Skullcandy for their continued support. So that concludes the race briefing for today's FPRL Grand Prix. If you have any questions about anything that's been mentioned throughout this video, please ask a member of our team. We would like to thank you all for your attention during this briefing and for supporting the FPRL, and we wish you the best of luck out there on track and for the rest of the season. So get out there, enjoy that race, we'll catch you at the checkered flag.